we got Davis off the set, but in the vicinity of a microphone. You feel me? He refuses to be on the podcast because he's maybe petrified of the questions that might be asked.
Not maybe, he is.
Oh. Okay, wow, we have our own audience microphone today.
All right, cool. Can we hurry up with the first 5 minutes of the podcast so I can just violate him so we don't get demonetized on the channel?
Okay, I don't know what that means, but all right.
You know, first you can't curse in the first like few minutes.
I do it anyways, till high CPMs. Why
did you do that, Dave? Why'd you push your microphone back, bro?
Dave was just speaking to the mic, bro. Speak candidly.
Why you afraid? You afraid, Davis? Yo, the podcast people, it's the one and only legend of winning, a.k.a. Low. We back with another episode of Peer to Peer Podcast. On my left, I have my co-host, Agent Zero. Say what's up, bro.
Woke up from a nap, so I'm full of energy. Feel me? You know what I'm saying? Just pulled up to the goddamn gas station. Cop was trying to talk to me. I was like, Cop, chill out, bro. Like, that warrant, that's not for me, bro.
Please stop. Because now I have to delete this.
No, but it's public knowledge, though. No, it's not public knowledge, but like the police can't come to your house and pick you up over that.
Yeah, they can.
Are you for real?
Yes.
They can come to this house right now?
Yes.
No, they need a warrant. They need like a warrant to enter the house though, bro. Yo, Georgia,
so I'm keeping this?
Georgia takes speeding tickets way too seriously.
Yo, shout out to everybody out there who listen to podcasts on Spotify, Apple, Google Play, Stitcher, and Apple Mac. People out there on Apple Podcasts, y'all know what to do. Rate us 5 stars.
And fuck Audio Mac.
No, don't say that. In the comment section, call Davis a bitch because he's sitting right here and he's not getting in the podcast.
He actually has a mic right beside him.
Davis could literally say something right now.
But he's petrified.
Niggas a pussy, bro. I swear to God. Yeah, niggas are inside now, so they don't. My aux cord Bluetooth people, they're not really as strong as they used to be. But if y'all
this is a male to female 3.5 millimeter splitter. It's actually not an aux cord.
If you are still an aux cord, shout out to you, Bluetooth. Shout out to you as well. But of course, as we always give a shout out to the word of mouth people, word of mouth gang right out there. And of course, they got the aux cord right there. And of course, all my people who are on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. And of course,
Davis, what should they do?
Davis, what should they do, bro? When they hit the bell, what they join? They join the what? I swear, Davis is the biggest bitch I've ever seen in my life.
I swear to God.
Biggest bitch ass nigga I've ever seen. You a fucking pussy, nigga. You a fucking pussy, bro. I swear you a fucking pussy.
Hey, okay, so you're not gonna say it for real, Davis?
And they gonna join the Noti gang.
Gang.
You know what I'm saying? Big facts. No cap, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck you, bitch. Yeah, nigga, get the fuck out of here, you pussy ass nigga. Yo, Fredo was right. Y'all niggas are toxic in the 2K community, bro. I swear to God, yo. Y'all niggas so toxic. What? Why are you whispering? The microphone is right there. Should I really violate Davis?
Nah, you should let him go.
Okay. Let me just like
you gave up the money from the video off that, so you might as well.
Waleed, they can't hear you, bro. And I dare a comment to fucking tell me they can hear Waleed right now. I'm gonna start recording podcasts from down there. I can't stand these people, man. Trying to prioritize quality and shit.
Type putting in the chat if you can hear me.
Waleed, stop interrupting, bro. What the hell's wrong with this guy?
I don't know.
Is he lit right now?
But on some real talk though, Davis is supposed to be joining the podcast in the first week of August. Are you not? You not joining the podcast, Davis?
Davis said he would join the podcast first week of August, so we gotta keep him to that. You feel me? That's tough.
What'd he say?
Hey, the sign language going on in the background is not appreciated.
What did he say?
Let's jump into our first topic of conversation, which is Logic's album.
Wait, what happened?
I don't know what they're talking about, so just ignore them.
Please say it so I can. If I need to cut it out, just say it.
Nigga looked at me and said, "Are you lit right now?"
Which is a good question to ask when someone does something retarded.
Yeah, I mean, the more power you give it.
Yeah. They can't hear you. Actually, they can. There's a mic right there. Speaking to the mic.
I'm gonna keep that in there so niggas know you're in here. So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, they know you in here feeling my fucking words, nigga. You bitch pussy ass nigga.
Yeah, why are you trying to beef today? What's up with you, bro?
He's trying so hard, bro. Like,
You want? I jump in the podcast. Tell him what episode. Tell him the episode.
he's trying so hard, bro. Listen,
In the
man.
mic.
Like that Fiji look good right
Look
there. Let me
busted,
grab a
don't it?
waterfall of this right
Hey,
here.
man.
He's gonna gargle that thing whole.
No, I'm not. Why did you convince him that?
Literally,
I swear, I just want one waterfall, bro.
Last podcast he did.
Wallahi, bro.
Do it to him.
Actually,
Give him a waterfall. Give him a waterfall.
Yo, bro, you've taken so many of my waters on
I haven't done that in
videos.
months, though.
But I haven't.
He said in months.
But I've never taken your water.
He admitted. What he say? This has been a long time.
I just want a waterfall because this looks delicious right about now. And you know I'm low. You know I'm low right now.
Low on what?
Low on everything.
Stop it.
Okay, stop. Okay, can we please stop?
Now, why would you move the water?
Why we start this? Why we start? What's
I'm not trying to do any
What is-
shenanigans.
what is-
I know, but like, don't stop.
All right, trade. Let's trade.
Okay, I don't want to. So.
Poison in it. Like, what the?
What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You're lucky this AMP hoodie right here is waterproof. This shit just shut off.
Excellent quality, man.
Crazy. It's not. Don't hold me to that. What? Is it? I don't know. I don't think it is. You're not gonna sell them on a waterproof hoodie. It's not waterproof.
I said it's good.
Oh, no, for sure.
I'm about to say what you want is silk.
Oh, no, but I thought he was trying to say it's waterproof. I'm not
Nigga,
gonna
you
lie.
the one who said that.
Exactly. So that's why, hey, there's just some miscommunication there. You know what I'm saying?
So it's good quality.
Fire.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
So promote it, bro.
Hey, man. I'm really excited here. Got my dedicated pod episode. When
You know
we
you
decide
don't
on-
have to hold the mic like a dick, bro. You know that, right?
See, man, you're a weirdo, bro. You're weird.
You
bro.
can, though. There's an option.
Hey,
if you
so
prefer
we-
to.
Because you was singing City Girls all night.
Yo, Davis was dancing to TikTok
I was,
dances, singing City.
I was working on my TikTok.
On the
All right,
Renegade.
show them one dance, bro. That's all they want to see.
Show
One dance.
You're showing the
Show them
renegade.
one
Nah,
dance.
I'll get him to
Look.
do it with you if you do
Look,
that.
all that's coming soon. When do we decide on the dedicated pod?
Whenever y'all get back from LA.
Yeah,
Just
first
a pod, bro. It's
the dedicated
You
pod,
said
man.
dedicated.
First week, I
In
get back from
August,
LA
I
in
guess.
August.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it. I know it's been pretty exciting. It's gonna be the most lit podcast, you know.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about that. You know.
Now, this is on record. So if he does not show up, it's his fault.
I would never cap to y'all.
You've been capping all.
Nah, that's gonna be that 100% hands down. That's gonna be the most exciting podcast.
So
Why
what has changed?
You don't have that many stories to tell.
It's
Don't
gonna be
gas
the
it
most-
up like that.
it's gonna be the most viewed podcast. Damn it, it's gonna be the best podcast. That's all I gotta say, bro.
So I have to edit this just to let you know. I have to.
Wait, Jay-Z.
I have to edit this just to let you know.
Hey, that was an interesting start to a podcast. Want to remind all the listeners out there, fuck Audio Mac. If you're listening on another platform, well then how are you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Man, this video not making no money.
Because of you. You was in there spamming as many cuss words in one sentence. You trying to break records.
So since it's not gonna make no money, how long can you last before you nut?
You know, it really depends on the situation, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I had situations where I felt like I could keep going forever, and I was like, nah, this needs to end now.
Do you
and
think that's disrespectful to the woman though? Like,
What?
if you just can't calm me? She's just like, yo, what's wrong?
Nah, some. Have you ever not been able to just because like there's like so much on your mind? I swear to God, I swear to God, bro. Like there's just so much shit going
Is
on.
that much on your mind with not like the girl that's in front of you right now? Did you buzzing now?
No, but it's like subconscious though. You're not really thinking about it, but it's there.
Nah. If I'm in them walls, bro, I'm in them, bro. Gotta get it going.
How long you last, man?
How long I last? I don't think we ever answered this question. Like, I be trying to. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Lola is just wow. You all over the place today.
Um,
Hey, I'm actually real good at this now. Close. I was trying to hit on top of the mini fridge. Don't sit there and tell the podcast people how far off I was, bitch. I literally hit the corner of the mini fridge. I fucking can't stand you, man. Yo, Lo discovered these hats in his goddamn dungeon, and he hasn't taken them off since. He's just been wearing them everywhere he goes.
So, Waleed swear to your hats too. He swears them and down.
I do have a lot of similar hats. Like I have a Seattle Supersonics hat. I have.
But you don't have this hat though.
No, I don't have that. I don't even have a single Bulls hat.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, no.
Tough. Wait, we already answered this question.
So why you bring it back up,
5
man?
to 7, 5 to 7. No, I'm asking is, do you think it's like, do you think women find it disrespectful?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I can't speak for all women, but the times where I literally have not been able to, like, they start to think like, oh, like, was it me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It literally, like, it might be, but it probably isn't though.
All right.
But no, I mean for real, it probably isn't. It's probably just me overthinking some shit. You know what I found out the other day?
What's that?
The other week?
Oh, did I show you that?
Why are you just showing me random women right now? She's cute.
Yeah, she is.
You trying to holler at her or what, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, cause she done.
She in roller skates?
She gave me the request.
Okay.
I might
Okay.
have to, but
So I was sleeping, and this is the second time I heard it in the past. Okay, I can't focus. I'm looking at ass shake. And second time I heard this.
Consciously went right back to it. My bad.
For the second time in this month, I was told that while I was sleeping, I was just talking about like making videos. She's like, well, you're just talking in your sleep. I was like, for real? And I got curious, like what was I talking about though?
Wait, you said she was?
And stop being weird, bro.
Whoa, what?
And I was like, what was I talking?
I got to troll you back for what you did last podcast. I don't know why you acting like you're not going to get this.
But it's not really trolling though. So I was like, what did I say? Because I was curious. I was genuinely curious. Because my mom told me actually back when I was like 15, 16 with my parents.
Yeah.
My mom would tell me like, there was times where my mom would get furious if I left the lights on because I go to sleep after her. So she would tell me what I would do is I would literally sleepwalk downstairs, turn the lights on, and then walk back up to my bed and sleep. I swear to you. So I'm like, I mean, I haven't heard any instances of me saying anything in my sleep or walking in my sleep, nothing like that. So I was like, what did I say? And she's like, you were just talking about like upload the video. You were telling me to upload the video and like change this with the thumbnail. And I was like, I said that shit. yeah. I was working in my sleep. Oh shit. My bad. I didn't mean to say all that to you.
Crazy. First of all, Omar used to do that. Omar used to talk in his sleep. He used to talk and walk in his sleep.
Oh yeah?
But he used to say like just ridiculous stuff. But he used to talk in his sleep. But that's crazy. You were talking so loud she heard you from the next room over. That's crazy. You must have been yelling. You must have been sleep yelling, bro. Damn, she heard you all the way from the next room over, bro. Right? Is that what happened? She heard you from the next room over?
So that's such a crazy situation. That's such a crazy situation, man. I'm not gonna lie, I was dead ass proud of myself. And I've heard that one time, and then I heard it a second time, like a couple weeks later. And I was like, man, I'm really on top of my shit. But it also kind of hit me that I should probably take a break at some point. Yeah, I'm 7 years deep into this thing with no vacations. And every trip I ever taken was a quick little 2-day business trip back type, shoot videos, come back, boom, go to event, record, do sponsorship with this company, come back, boom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was actually planning on going to South Korea with you. I was actually looking forward to that.
But,
we were just talking with the A&P brothers. And we're like, man, we might have to do a trip or something like that as soon as any country would be willing to take Americans right now because they do not want y'all right now.
You American too? What? Oh, you kill me.
I live in America. I'm not American.
You're American when it's convenient, right?
No,
on them taxes, you American.
Oh, yes, sir. No. They don't even, they keep calling me an alien. They keep sending me fucking goddamn mail calling me, you're an alien. You know how crazy of a thing that is to call another human an alien? People just feel comfortable calling me that shit because I'm not a goddamn permanent resident here, man. That shit is so crazy to me.
You need to hurry to become one, bro, so you can be an American. You're from alien to American. Go ahead and become one, bro. What you waiting on?
They keep calling me non-resident. My goddamn bank sent me some mail and be like, because you're a non-resident alien. I'm like, man, my bank is calling me alien? Oh, shit.
So that means they would just call you a resident alien. They wouldn't even call you American still. That's
How
crazy.
long before I'm American, man?
You gotta be born here to be, damn.
Yeah, and the process to get citizenship takes like anywhere from 10 to 20 years plus sometimes.
Which I don't think people thoroughly understand that, because
It's
people
very
just
hard,
sit there and say like, yo, why don't you just go get your, what you call it?
There was a green card. Get your green card.
And they just swear they think that
God.
it's like the easiest process of all time. I actually used to work with somebody, and he was like well into his 40s, and he said, I'm finally an American.
Yeah.
And it took him literally a decade and a half. So like people just be sitting there saying that shit, and that should be annoying, bro. Like y'all low-key get me tight, yo. Shout out to all my illegal and non-resident
and resident aliens, bro.
There,
Shout out to the aliens.
I be representing y'all, dead ass, yo.
Yeah, there was a very hilarious bit. I forgot who said it, man, but it was like how egotistical Americans are, where y'all will go to another person's country and call them foreigners, which is the craziest. How could they be foreigners? You're in their country. You're in a foreign. I don't think they understand what foreigners is. Just anyone that's not them. Which I guess, you know, until if you're not speaking relatively would make sense, but the second you start moving and traveling, shit is crazy. It's such a big thing here though to travel.
Yeah.
Like how often I hear people just get excited about I travel. I've been to 3 continents. I've been to 16 countries. Like that's a bragging point here.
Because why? But why? Because why leave? That's how they think. Like, why would I leave America?
But the fact that I was just like so crazy enough to leave this country and visit another country and have fun, like
That's what it is.
I'm such an adventurous person.
they swear like, yo, if I can't imagine, like I actually left and it was actually pretty cool out there. Like overseas, they live kind of similar to us. Like they eat, they talk like crazy.
They do all of the things we usually do.
They have cities like we do. I swear, there's some Americans who think Africa is nothing but a desert. I swear, from top to bottom, bro. They just think it's all desert.
But one of the things I hear a lot, especially on dating apps, is like in the bio they'll say something like "passport ready," and like I didn't realize that was a thing in this country because everybody in Canada that can have a passport always has a valid passport. I've actually never heard of a situation where I was like, "Hey man, you ready to drive down to Buffalo? Don't have my passport." But here, there's an overwhelming amount of people that just don't care enough to ever get a passport because y'all just so comfortable here. And I understand to a certain extent, like there's so like, you can go to like Arizona desert, then you can go to Vegas nightlife, go to New York City. Like I feel like there's a lot of, America's so diverse in its geography and even the type of people that you could kind of get a different culture no matter where you're going. So you could get a lot of new experiences in the same country here. That's not the case in a lot of countries, man.
Very true.
So to a certain extent, I completely understand it. But at the same time, like, you might not be alive for much longer. We don't know when we're going to die. So you don't want to like.
But why would you jump to that conclusion? Jesus.
But you don't want to see what the other side of the world looks like.
I genuinely believe there's people who actually don't care.
And they might not.
Yeah, they don't. I don't
and fuck it if you don't care. But at the same time, you're not like a little bit curious, like before the coral reefs disappear because humans are horrible. You don't want to just check out what they look like in person.
They don't care, bro.
It is kind of wild that we can't experience everything just because like it's online. Like the fact that I've never been to Australia or even in that whole hemisphere. I haven't been to the Eastern hemisphere at all, unless Ethiopia counts, but hardly. The fact that I know what it looks like just because I've seen pictures and you see it in a documentary here, you've watched Planet Earth, that's so crazy. So you can technically experience a lot of things just like...
but no, people should go though.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Just experience different type of lifestyle.
Yeah, and it's not as expensive as you think, and it's more expensive than you think. Like you don't have to save up a ton, but like there will be some unexpected expenses. But y'all waste money on the fucking new iPhones and shit, man. Just hold on to the one you have. I had to have this garbage ass. This shit cracked right now. I got my iPhone 10 cracked as we speak, man.
I know what I got.
And here's an Android which is worse.
Got that Android.
Objectively worse, man.
I didn't even know the crack was on there other than the bad.
Oh, you got cracked?
I got cracked, yeah.
It's tough.
That's tough. I know. But the screen's still not cracked though, which is actually pretty impressive. Shout out to OnePlus, bro.
Which one is that? Is that the one?
6.
That's crazy. I remember when they first dropped their first one, I got it.
You got it, yeah. You know what's crazy? You're the only reason why I actually know about it. Because I remember we was in Skype calls. You was like, I want to get this phone. Like, it's so crazy. I've never actually even heard of that phone.
Yeah, when I was broke, like if it was a $300 phone that could do a thing of like a $600 phone, I was buying it.
Facts. And low key, honestly, if it just wasn't for the camera on this phone, bro, I'd probably keep it. But the camera is not even like up to date no more.
Word. It's so crazy. When I first like started coming across money, and I just like walked up to the spot and I was like, hey man, let me get that S7. That felt so good, bro.
I mean, technically speaking, I can do that now, but I just kind of feel like it's pointless.
It is wildly pointless, especially because you don't really make content on Twitter or Instagram like that, like video picture content.
But if like T-Jack kept pressuring me, I might have to.
Well, I could pressure you.
It's not gonna be. I know you're gonna be joking though. Like T-Jack was dead serious. He was coming from my head top.
I wonder what TJ's up to. I haven't heard from him in like.
He been on streaming.
Word?
Shout out to my
on
people
Twitch?
streaming. Yep.
I always find why Twitch. It's so interesting to me that people were offered an incentive to go to Facebook Gaming, where they have a superior ad system. They have an algorithm that could push an audience to you. Yet everyone decides to go to Twitch, which has almost zero discoverability, a garbage ad system, where you're really relying on subs and donations just to be able to survive. It's so interesting that an overwhelming amount of people on that last day of Mixer, which was like sometime last week, were all promoting their Twitch channel. So everywhere around them is ads for Facebook Gaming, and then every stream was they're promoting their new Twitch.
Let's get into speaking of streaming. We talked about it last on podcast. Your boy Logic retired. Now he's gonna stream.
Shout out Logic, man. That's one of my favorite artists.
But since then, he dropped an album. His last both me and you heard a couple of it. You heard the whole thing, right?
I heard the whole album.
I heard just a couple of songs. I couldn't make it through all the way.
Not gonna lie, the first I had to stop too. I had to stop after like how deep did I go? Let me pull up Spotify actually.
And
So
you
he
know
has
what's so
some
crazy?
visuals.
I think a lot of people were expecting him to do 100, and he's only doing like 80 or 85.
Word, I was expecting something like 200. No cap. So this is Logic on Spotify. No Pressure album. How many views he get this last month? 14 million. So he's still top 250 in the world. And I don't think that accounts for this last week's numbers. It might jump to like 20 million or something like that. So it's a deep album, 16 tracks deep.
Now, out of the 16, how many you
I'm not gonna lie to
you
you.
not fucking with?
So first of all, can I just preface this because I grew up such a huge fan of Logic because I grew up in the Call of Duty trick shot community, and Logic was one of the few rappers where you could use his music and he wouldn't punish you to death. And so people would use Logic music. And I remember like every song was, if it wasn't it was like, there was like 6 relevant, you can call them YouTube rappers at the time, and Logic was one of them.
Yeah.
So we would use his music, boom, 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 bangers, came with like a new flow to it, had style, like gamers all around the world fuck with him, right? You know, he dropped albums since then. Tits is actually one of my, like, for me, it's probably, and I'm not exaggerating, it's probably top 40 albums for me. It was such a good album. I genuinely enjoyed it. And it was at the perfect part of my life when I was like, right before I really started to blow up. I remember listening to it for like, just, man, okay, all right. Okay. So then to see Logic for the past like 4 years, just come out with like,
Mediocre?
just, no, bad. Not mediocre, because that would be
I tried
average.
to shoot him some bail. You're like, nah.
Just bad after bad after bad album. So I listened to this one because actually he live streamed. So he got a streaming deal with Twitch, which apparently is like 10 million plus. Shout out him. He just retired from rap, so that's a big deal. And he did a listening party.
More money off of Twitch.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
And because he's not having to give cuts to labels and et cetera. He's just doing it himself.
Facts.
So he had a listening party. I think it peaked at like 110,000. I don't know what that average concurrent was, but I'm happy for him. Now he has his whole Twitch career. And I hope he does great there. But listening to this album, it's like, here's how I think of music now. I prefer lyrical music. My favorite artist is Lupe Fiasco. But if you're not going to be lyrical, you have to come with good melodies. So that's why my second favorite is A Boogie. So you have to do one of the two. And if you could do both, man, you're magnificent at your job. Now, Logic did neither this entire album. The lyricism was actually so bad. And maybe I'm harsh on him because I actually used to think he was a great lyricist. Mm-hmm. And so when I see him just come out with bad bar after bad bar, I'm like, how? Why are we rhyming? Like, this is like elementary rhymes he's putting together here. I genuinely feel like kind of what Eminem mentioned in a song years ago. It might have been in the song Revival. I'm blanking on which song it was, but it was on one of his horrible albums that nobody liked. Where he mentioned like he was just out of things to talk about. Like he feels like he said it all. I think Logic said it all. I don't think he has anything more to say. And I genuinely feel like he probably should retire earlier. I did not enjoy the album. No ID executive produced it, which is a huge positive. Yeah. Not gonna lie, production on it. I enjoyed the production. Yeah. I would hear the beat. I'm like, hopefully Logic tears this one apart. Nope. Soul Food 2 was all right. That was probably my favorite song on the whole album. Aquarius 3 was like the second half of, I don't know what this was, like a 5-minute track. I actually kind of enjoyed like the wordplay and the stories he was telling on the second half of that song. And the only other song I kind of enjoyed was the No Pressure intro. That wasn't even kind of like, it was an intro. Yeah. It was an intro. I was kind of like, I'm fucking with this intro. Okay. I was listening to the intro thinking to myself like, I can't wait for this album to start. And I was in my car, I was elongating my drive like, please, I need one song I could tell people about. And I couldn't find a song I genuinely enjoyed. I swear to God, bro. And it makes me so sad, man.
Now, here's my type of relationship with Logic. I've never liked him.
I know.
Like, and I'm not even like saying it just to be mean or nothing like that. Like, I've never been a fan because even at his peak when he was making like better music, it's not like it's not like he's never dropped a song that I didn't like or anything like that. But even at his peak when he was dropping good music, great music, it always just sounded like another rapper to me. He just sounded like Kendrick, Cole, Big Sean. There were. So I've always drew that correlation, and I was like, man, this is solid. But I always wonder, like, if he was coming up on his own and he didn't have these other rappers around him, like, who would Logic sound like? And now that Big Sean, Kendrick, and Cole have slowed down on music, this is what he sounds like. That's kind of
I don't see that comparison at all. I didn't like the fact that there was barely any features. I kind of like hearing another voice when I'm listening to you for a whole hour plus.
I don't like that with J. Cole either.
Yeah, I need to hear another voice every once in a while. There were some other vocals on here every once in a while, and it was refreshing to hear something that just wasn't Logic for a moment, even though I was listening for Logic himself. This makes me sad.
It was tough.
I saw his announcement, man, and I was like, thank God. Like, because he doesn't need to go out like this. Like I love Logic, man. He needs to go out on a positive fucking note, man. I can't have him go. So I saw so many people saying the album's 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 on Twitter. The amount of people
like YouTube 10 out of 10?
No. Like genuinely an incredible
Well, those
album.
are just Logic fans.
So I was like, oh man, like I'm excited to listen to this Logic album that's 10 out of 10. And there was a few times where he actually explored new things. Like he was talking about how music was genuinely making his life worse, and he felt that every time he took some time away from music, like he was talking about happiness. He was exploring new topics, but he never ventured deeper. He just left it at some surface level rhyme and never explored it any deeper and went back to the same generic shit he said 10 years ago. And it made me so frustrated to just some of the lines I would hear, bro. It genuinely made me like, man. Like this album is like when you drop this album, it's time to wrap things up. And I'm trying to think of an athlete's career this reminds me of.
I feel like there have been basketball players who straight up said like, I mean, Kobe kind of said that. Like, he said I fell out of love with like the whole process and all that stuff. I didn't find it appealing as much. Even the great Isaiah Thomas, Zeke for the Bad Boy Pistons. He was like, it was just one day he was in a pool and his wife got his snack together before a game, and he was in the pool and he looked up in the sky. He's like, I don't actually want to get up and play basketball no more.
Tough.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, that shit kind of scary, low key.
The thing about athletes is like it's physical and your body deteriorates to a certain extent, especially playing high level athletics for that long. You could only compete at the highest level for so long. But Logic is not like mentally deteriorating right now. He should still theoretically be just as capable of writing creative rhyme. Like Lupe just dropped 2 tracks in the last 2 weeks. Yeah. In the first track, I was like, am I bugging right now? Or was that one, it was not hitting? But he dropped another song called Dinosaurs. I was like, oh, there's Lupe.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh man, because it's so sad when like there's no natural reason why there's a decline except for the fact that that person's just not performing at their peak. And specifically,
they just don't desire. They just don't desire anymore.
No ID executive produced it, man. It wasn't no bum ass producer.
I think he doesn't desire it as much.
I 100% understand why. People are fucking ruthless when it comes to criticisms of anybody, but especially in entertainment. Yeah. Like type of shit people just feel comfortable telling entertainers is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
And I've been more mindful, even in my criticism here.
Especially on Twitter with some of the 2K content creators, y'all be leaving comments under.
Yeah, they don't care.
Wilding.
As if like it's not a human. So when I said the things on this podcast, I would say it in the back of my mind knowing like if Logic was to have seen what I said, I wouldn't want him to feel shittier. I would want him to just be like, oh, that's his opinion. Feel me? I see some people sometimes criticize me, and I'll be like, oh, that's his opinion. Sometimes they just be so ruthless. I'll be like, damn, you trying to hurt my feelings or something, bro? But why you come at me like that?
I think he's like over. I think that's fine. Also, I think like because it was like a stretch where Logic was dropping a lot of music in a very short time frame. I think that kind of burns people out as well. But no, even with like Isaiah Thomas, he was saying like he had injuries, but he was just always motivated to come back. Same thing with Kobe, he was motivated to come back. Now I do think it's like a mentally thing, like where I'm kind of just over it. Like so it feels because that's what Kobe said. It was he was relief. That it was like when his final game was done, he was like this. It was very relieving. Like a huge weight was off my shoulder. Like he felt like it was done. He felt fulfilled at it. I think a lot of people feel that way. Like, you don't think you'll ever feel that way with like YouTube or creating content?
I'm so early in the shit that I'm not thinking about when I'm gonna leave it.
You don't think there'll ever be a day where you wake up and you're like, man,
Nah, I don't even want there to be a day where I'm not working towards something.
Not working. I'm not saying not working. I'm just saying.
Just with YouTube?
Yeah, like doing YouTube. We're just making like content on 2K. I mean, outside of 2K20 because that shit is dog shit. But I mean, everybody wakes up right now and be like, "Fuck, another 2K20 day."
Like I said, Thomas, I feel like that every day right now. They haven't released any news about 2K21. I'm in my swimming pool. Like,
yeah. Imagine every Twitch streamer in their bed like, fuck.
I gotta stream 2K20
This nigga
and they haven't done nothing about delayers yet? Oh, man.
This nigga Ticino is in his fucking I8 like, God damn it.
I gotta go home and play this wager for 20,000. Yeah, bro, I was on Twitter, and you know there's like this investor in like we're going back to the topic, who's just like dropping bare money to back people on wagers.
Yeah.
I think it was Aiden is doing like a 50,000 wager versus Ronnie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa. And then he's like, oh no, like it wasn't me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, all right, you good. That's a lot of money to play for, bro.
It is a lot of money, though.
It's probably the biggest non-organized 2K game of all time. Because, you know, 2K League doesn't count because that's organized.
Yeah.
And there's like the NBA giving that money.
Yeah, true.
But just people putting out money, that's fucking huge, man.
Of course, it was like, yo, we went from wagering my team cards and now putting money down on a house. Like, that's how far it's gone.
Putting down payments.
Yeah, down payments. But I don't know. I feel like there will be a day, which, I mean, obviously I'm not hoping on it, but just like seeing how other people they just like, yo, I fell out of love with XYZ, regardless if that's rap or entertainment, with like doing comedy, stand-ups and stuff like that, or basketball. Like, you just get to a point where you just fall out of love with it, and like you still respect it. You may still enjoy watching it, but like the whole process, like I think there's a lot of people who just don't even like who fall out of love with it.
Oh my God, the outro track doesn't even have 1 million views yet on Spotify for this album.
How do you know that?
It shows you, man.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
You're sick because I've never even done that before. I don't know how to do that.
Oh no, I genuinely like to look at this kind of stuff because just understanding someone's relevance is like such an important metric that you could never truly know for sure. But like, I just like to know who's up and who's down.
Oh shit, it's the end of the month. You gotta do another. Have you found somebody to do your top 30?
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna do it again. That was a lot of work. It was an interesting experiment. So shout out Logic, man. There was a lot of music that dropped. You feel me? Kid Laroi dropped the album. Shit was good.
J. Cole dropped 2 songs. They were mid.
Yeah, they were mid.
And I love J. Cole. Like, I really, really love J. Cole, but they were
Pop
mid.
Smoke dropped the deluxe.
On fire.
You liked it?
Pop Smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Well, I ain't heard the deluxe, but the original album, I fuck with it.
I didn't mind the original one, but the deluxe one, only like the one I liked was the A Boogie one. I know there was a few where I was like, okay, but there was none that I don't think I would repeat. But there's a lot of music dropping, so at least there's content there.
That is facts.
Like way too much. Every time I'm on Spotify now, it's like, hey, new album from an artist you listened to before. And I was like, really? All right, okay, let's check this one out then. And sometimes I'm real disappointed. Sometimes I'm thoroughly impressed.
Actually, there are people who making movies right now, like not Spotify, Netflix and YouTube are just throwing their money to make like original content to have on their platforms, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, content out there, bro. I've been telling people this all the time, bro. This is a perfect time to get on your grind, bro. Get on your grind. Don't stop. Put the content out, especially with 2K20 right around the corner. You get a nice little solid base foundation. Take over the game, bro. You can be the next one. Deadass.
You literally could. I wish people truly understood how like it could genuinely be you.
Like sincerely, like you watching right now, it could be you.
But people don't think that for themselves because they're like, how? I don't even know what that would look like.
Go ask the next clicks, bro.
Literally.
Out of
nowhere.
Literally. So yeah, it can be you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Not gonna lie, I could desperately want some water right now. Are you
All
gonna shoot
that
that? All right now, Lo. You are 1 for 2, shooting 50% from the line. Here we have Lo.
But you're what, 5 for 300?
I have more than 5 now. I'm like 10 for 80.
Almost turned the ball over. Holy fuck.
Put up the shot, bitch.
Let me not mess up the form.
Lo, put up the goddamn.
Let me roll up my sleeve real quick.
Delay a game.
Man, this thing in the way, but it's gonna block my shot. Come on.
You don't want to be judged, man. That's what it is. Shoot your fucking shot. Oh my God! With all the obstacles. How the fuck did you hit that? Bro, you
And
sound
I'm further from you.
Don't use that as an excuse.
I am though.
No, the real.
You shooting long twos, I'm shooting threes. Contested, because this shit in the way. That's a fact, bro. Yo, you got blocked the other side. So I'm 2 for 3, boy.
But you did take an abundance of time. You feel me?
I don't know why you rush it. I'm not rushing you.
Because I'm thinking like buzzer beaters. You know what I'm saying? You shoot that shit after.
From where?
From right here. Like hit him with the shimmy, boom, just like that. Did the Raptors win? Yo, say something while I find out, because this is important to me, even though it's a scrimmage.
Like that. Oh yeah. Oh, shots in the NBA is back, baby boy. I don't even know if they're keeping up with the thing. I hope they are. Andre Roberson is back too. Man, I'm so happy NBA is back, because I'm telling you right now, you know, it's so crazy. NBA is back, and I only watched 2 games so far. Crazy.
Hey, bro. Raptors won again. Let's see who put up buckets. It was probably goddamn Davis the third.
Nah, it's probably Siakam and Larry. I don't think Larry's been playing.
They don't play minutes like that. Yeah, they play in the first quarter and then they're out.
Damn, bro, they just gotta dust off the. Why do you care then if they don't play? What's wrong with you? You sick?
Because I love. Oh, yo, Matt Thomas is probably one of the most underrated players. I'm telling y'all right now.
That's why I should make a video.
I said that about
Matt
Siakam,
Thomas?
and then 2 years later, most improved. Who was that? Yeah, stop playing with me, y'all. Some of the knowledge just be dropping on people. Matt Thomas, you look at him and then you're like, oh, he's white and he sits he sits at the hash. He's a sharpshooter like Steve Novak. No. Yo, bro, he's quite fucking explosive. Does he have good handling? Not really, but he doesn't need to. He could explode off the fucking cut. I'm telling you right now, Matt Thomas is going to start playing decent minutes, bro. And y'all's going to start hearing the Matt Thomas. Real shit.
He also said this about, what's your boy name? Not OG Anunoby. What's the guy that plays for the Grizzlies now?
Jonas Valanciunas?
Him too, but black guy. Lucas Neguera. You should say that about him too.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You're lying. Yeah, you did. Because the only reason why I even know that name is because of you. Yeah, you did.
Yo, I heard crazy stories about Lucas Neguera.
Favorite player, right?
Hey, listen, man.
What if I got you a DeMar DeRozan jersey? How upset would you be hit me?
I want to be upset. I fuck with DeMar.
Come on.
What?
Come on, let's be honest. You don't fuck with that.
I mean, if you got me a Kawhi jersey, I'd probably be like, oh, this guy. But a DeMar jersey, I would celebrate a DeMar jersey.
You be happier for DeMar than Kawhi?
Yeah.
What?
Because Kawhi left.
DeMar was leading y'all to L's. He was leading you to L's.
But he was trying his hardest.
Oh, man. Yo.
He was trying so hard.
So if they retire at the same year, who's getting their jersey retired first?
It has to be DeMar. From the Raptors?
Yeah.
It has to be DeMar.
That would be so disrespectful to Kawhi. Who's getting a statue first?
You can't erect statues of a guy who came for a year, bro.
Why can't you? For a team that never won?
But we won now, so you know what I'm saying?
You won because of Kawhi.
I think a lot of people that don't watch basketball like Davis like to just attribute the whole victory to Kawhi. But if you watch very carefully, the only reason the Raptors were able to make that run is because Fred VanVleet had a child, and then he started playing out of this world, apparently.
How many statues you putting over him?
They need to play at least 6. In every borough, they need to have a Fred VanVleet statue. Because the way he was playing in the playoffs made no sense. I was waiting for him to cool down. He just kept shooting hot. Shit was incredible.
Fred VanVleet with his baby. In Lion King.
In different poses. And he won in Etobicoke and he won in Scarborough.
Oh, man.
Let's put one deep in goddamn Stouffville, man. We need them all over the city.
I ain't happy though the NBA is back, bro. I'm happy. I was
for real
getting kind of bored, bro.
I was watching just like,
man, I missed this.
Wow. This doesn't even feel real. It felt like a YouTube video.
Yeah. You know, honestly though, I don't even think it's even that crazy. It's not as weird as I thought it was gonna be. Like with the not.
I didn't think it was gonna be weird at all. I don't know why. I didn't think it was gonna be weird at all because when you go to the rec,
yeah,
like you watch Ball is Life or when they upload the high school games, that's exactly what the shit. When they're uploading runs like we caught Brandon Jennings at a run in Seattle,
but the crowd still goes crazy there.
No, when it's just regular runs at Lifetime, there's no crowds.
But you said at high school. When it's at a high school and the crowd like go crazy.
Oh, yeah, high school. Yeah.
That's why. Okay, that's what I thought you meant. But like, yeah, just like what they do, like
I'm like that shit is lit. I love watching those, and that is one guy with a camera on the baseline. You mean to tell me the whole NBA is gonna have a production team? And it was just beautiful hearing Rob Black, Jack Armstrong, like just the regular cast. Just I'm like, oh wow, this is what I've been missing.
Yeah.
And then I found out like the WNBA restarted, and I was like,
all right.
That's it. That's
trying
good.
Trying to support our sisters out
that's
there.
Good, man.
Trying to support our sisters. They need that content out there. Trying to support our sisters.
ESPN is just like
whatever y'all ready to throw at us, we'll throw it on prime time and everything.
ESPN was like allergic to putting the WNBA on ESPN1 until right now. They're like, content, man. Yes. We'll put you on the main one.
Put it on. Prime time, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll throw you on right now. We'll just throw you on. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll promote the hell out of it too.
Like, we were just gonna do this talking piece. You said you wanted to. Okay,
we're gonna just talk about LeBron for the 10th time this afternoon.
We're gonna have the 8th discussion today about Lou Williams at the strip club.
Oh, can we talk about that?
Hey man,
and Lou Williams not only went to a strip club, he went to one of the most known strip clubs.
Do they have that all around the country?
Magic City?
Yeah.
No, it's just in Atlanta.
So he came to Atlanta?
Yes.
To get food?
I don't know what his excuse was, but apparently he told the Clippers like, "Hey, yo, Doc, emergency, man, family emergency. They tripping in Atlanta, so let me go ahead, because you know you're from Atlanta."
I didn't know that.
So let me go. Is he from Atlanta? I think he's from Georgia. Maybe somewhere in Georgia. Hey, man, I gotta go up the street. Gotta go to Georgia real quick, man. I gotta take care of some business. And I hand him
Memphis.
Okay.
Well, that's where he was born. I don't know where he came up.
You can literally go to.
Oh, look, he was named Georgia's Mr. Basketball. Okay, so he did grow up in Georgia. Okay.
He's like, yeah, yo, man, family going crazy in Georgia, bro. I gotta go handle that real quick.
Of course.
And I was like, man, you sure? Like, is it no other way? He's like, man, I wish it was. I wish it was another way. But niggas looking around like, man, gotta go handle it. Can you imagine how bored you are in the fucking hotel room where you just tell yourself, I gotta go to the strip club, bro. I got to. Just gotta go. And not just any strip club. I have to go to Atlanta.
But how inconsiderate is the NBA for not just providing them a strip club in the bubble?
Are we gonna talk about that? Let's talk about how they're not really watching out for our brothers' health out there. Our brothers' mental health. Just put a strip club. Like, we all know they're grown ass adults. Like, just that ass. Let's put a strip club in there and let's.
You know how bored the strippers would be? Actually, no, they wouldn't.
You know how much money they would make? Nigga, if I was a stripper, I'll be there. They would have a stripper draft to get into the bubble.
That would be so hard. Yeah, the top strippers from across the country get a chance to come to the bubble and perform in front of Lou Williams.
God. First round pick. Oh my God, bro. You know how much money you be making, bro, just in the bubble going crazy. So then not only did Lou Williams go to Georgia, he then was like, gotta go to Magic City. Saw Jack Harlow, was like, yo, Jack, man, I fucks with the music, bro. We gotta do it. We gotta do it big tonight. Nigga, Jack Harlow took a picture. At first I thought Lou was like he got taken off guard or something like that. Nah, Lou Williams is in the frame saying like, look where I'm at. And then told niggas like, man, that picture is so long ago, bro. Y'all tripping, bro. That picture is so long ago.
There was a newspaper with a date in the background.
No, this is how they knew. They saw this nigga with the face mask, the NBA face mask that they gave them in the bubble.
Oh, he's not even trying to lie good.
So he was like, bro, that was so long ago. Niggas like, bro, we just gave you
24 hours. Like, I was like, by now, the shit is already passed, man. Relax.
We gave you that mask.
Lou Will.
Literally earlier this week.
Can I send Lou Will a message right now?
Go crazy, Lou Will, bro. You my hero, bro.
Lou Will, bro. We just saw some scrimmages a moment ago. I just saw CJ McCollum float and shoot the craziest step back 3-pointer. Shit was magnificent to see something like that, man. It's been a while for me. Could you not fuck this up for the rest of us? NBA players and shit committing, leaving their families and shit, and you at the strip club. Can you cut that shit out, man? We want to see basketball. Cut the shit out. I think it was that. And he told them it was dinner. Who?
Some people do.
If you're in Atlanta and you have the choice of any restaurant,
go Kale's Kitchen up the street.
Yeah, literally, not a 2-minute walk from where you was at was the most incredible soul food spot. You went to Magic City for food, man. Stop it.
I heard their wings are busting. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't go.
Really?
I don't like going to Magic City, so I don't know.
The fact that it's even open to me is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I know.
And also,
they be in there with masks on, shaking ass.
For real?
Yeah. You wanna go?
Hey, Lil Will, come on, man.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, that's cool and all. At least tell the league so you can go through the regular quarantine. What if you gave this shit to Gobert? We would have blamed Gobert for everything all over again.
Rudy Gobert must be living on cloud nine though, because he knows like I'm good. I already got my shit. It's
He
done.
probably retweeted that shit, Lil Will.
Yeah, like look at this nigga wilding right now. Yo, he's like, yo, look at Lou wilding, right, guys?
He probably brought the locker room. He printed it out the fucking article. Like, hey, y'all see this shit with Lil Will? It's crazy.
Man, that
D
shit-
Mitch, you see this?
That nigga Rudy Gobert want to be traded so bad, bro. He wants to fucking destroy that franchise so bad. I swear, bro. I swear.
Yo, if you're gonna get mad at Gobert for touching mics and shit, back before the pandemic was even that bad, you have to get angry
Yeah.
at Lil Will for man. You know what's crazy? For as little people give a fuck in Georgia, I'm surprised like it's not one of the states people keep bringing up. People always bring up Arizona, California, Florida, and what's that one other state that's popping right now?
New York. New York. Actually
No, New York is doing well right now.
I don't know.
There's one other state people always reference.
Florida. Every single time I see a picture from Florida, I'm like, man, y'all niggas, bro. Y'all niggas keep fucking it up.
I can't breathe.
No, but
I
here's
can't
the
breathe
thing.
with it
But
on.
here's the crazy thing about Florida. Like, it's not even really Floridians. It's people from other cities going down there.
Yes, because they all be taking vacations. Well,
Yeah.
it is Floridians too, but
I mean, yeah, but if I was a Floridian, I'd be like, bro, stop blaming us. Y'all coming from different states to come vacation down here, bro. It's really the rest of America.
that is true.
That's what I would say. If I was a Floridian, like, y'all keep blaming us, but it's really y'all from other cities who come down here. Dead ass. But Lou and chill out, bro. God, I actually want to watch basketball.
We just need the regular season to start.
Yeah, I know. Cause
I need a team. Like I need somebody that's like I need whoever wins the championship. I just need to be able to criticize the fact that it doesn't count. Like I just need to do all those things.
So even if it's Toronto, it doesn't count.
Of course, it counts if it's Toronto
Okay,
back to
okay.
back.
I had to make sure.
Because they won it the previous year, so there's no asterisk necessary. They're obviously the best team again.
No, y'all lost Kawhi, so literally can't be the best.
Yeah,
team.
and then Siakam got better. And who would pick up? Bare
Siakam
people.
didn't go to Kawhi level good.
Oh no, Kawhi level good is pretty.
He's basically
scary.
just DeMar DeRozan level good. So y'all back to where y'all was at.
Hold
Y'all
on.
back at square one?
Don't say that I'm crazy now. Because Siakam can knock
I
down.
thought DeMar DeRozan was your guy.
DeMar DeRozan is Toronto's guy because he stuck around. You know what I'm saying? When he had options to go elsewhere, he stayed in Toronto. That's why we love him.
But you fuck with Kyle Lowry more.
Kyle Lowry's that guy. You know what I'm
Kyle
saying?
Lowry is getting a statue. I think.
Yeah,
he is.
yeah. I'll make one, bro, of paper mache if y'all don't do it. If the city of Toronto doesn't put a Lowry statue up when he retires, I'll do it, man. I'll come back, you know what I'm saying? And I'll learn art just to be able to provide that for the city.
Oh man, that's tough. But yeah, Lou, chill out, bro. I wonder if like his performance like alters a bit if he doesn't see like women bare ass naked. Like I wonder if that's
Yeah, maybe he's like
because some people they have to smoke before they play. Like he
like
may
Matt
have to, like-
Barnes.
yeah, Like, and him that would be kind of crazy. Can they smoke in that bubble?
No.
That's crazy.
Man, imagine.
Somebody has to make a weed run.
They're probably no.
I mean, somebody.
There's
they are
probably a
smoking.
resident drug dealer. Now that I'm thinking about
Yes.
it, there's probably a guy that actively smuggles in different kinds of
Yes.
drugs into the bubble.
Yes,
That's wild.
they also smuggling women too.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they smuggling women.
How do you do that?
Pay money. Money talks. I mean, dead ass serious. I
How do
wouldn't
you
be.
smuggle a whole human?
You just pay the security guard like, yo, we're gonna bring a couple in.
Yeah, I would sue the shit out that security company. For real.
It just be the one guard though.
Hey,
But,
if the NBA has to close down,
Cause somebody
smuggled in an Instagram model. Man, all the family players in the NBA, they like have wives and children and shit, but they're like committing to this because like it's their job. They must be real pissed right now at the antics of all the single guys in the bubble.
They were saying that's what James Harden was doing. You know, he came a little late.
Mm.
Harden was like, man, I gotta get my affairs in order first, and then
course.
I'll come over there, bro.
Have to.
Nigga went crazy at the strippy for one last time. How long are they in there? He gonna be there for like 3 months, right?
Yes. But they're going to be like
I'm
right
telling
back in there though because the next season starts
Exactly.
pretty quickly.
Niggas are gonna go so hard in November, December, bro. They gonna go hard in YouTube.
Yo,
with high
wait,
CPMs, I
pause.
swear
That
to
means
God.
like the whole league is going to be on no fap. They're going to have so much energy, bro.
they can't fat.
I guess, but Are they though? I'm like, nah, they're probably committing to NoFap because they heard like Mike Tyson talking about it. Mike Tyson was saying how it gave him so much energy.
Nah, I gotta check.
Can you imagine LeBron
Actually, I'm going
on NoFap? Like he would be unstoppable.
Nigga be focused. Nigga be laser sharp. Yes, it's losing teams right now who's like, man, I am so happy we're a lottery team right now.
Like the fringe teams are like, man, fuck, we got invited into this bubble. They go, yeah, hold on, bro.
Yo, Zach LaVine was like, nigga, y'all niggas stop fighting for us to get in this, bro. Like, I don't want to go, nigga. Our season is done.
Yeah, Brooklyn was trying their damnedest to get uninvited to the bubble. They was like, do not invite us.
Oh, you not going, Kyrie? I'm not going. Man, I got this bum knee, bro. I need to go.
Right, trainer?
I ain't gonna lie. I saw that with LaMarcus Aldridge where they were like, yo, NBA coming back. Like literally next day, Aldridge like, man, I gotta get his knee surgery, bro. And I was like, bro, y'all been out for like 2 or 3 months now. He's like, yeah, but his knee really acting up right now. So man, gotta go.
Because I just played basketball for the first time in months, and I was like, oh man, my knee.
I have to go get surgery, right?
It's actually gonna take me out for the next 2 years. That's okay, right?
Bob was like, yo, man, like that's kind of excessive. Yeah, what y'all about to do is excessive as well. Y'all going to Orlando? Yeah, that's excessive, nigga. To get knocked out in the first round? All right, say less, nigga.
I feel bad for DeMar, man.
I don't. Apparently, the Knicks gonna throw the bag at him.
Oh, I hope he don't go to the Knicks. The fuck would the Knicks even want him for?
So bad.
That'd be bad for both. Like, first of all, nobody wants to go to New York and play basketball.
You're right. I was
their owner fucking sucks.
But Tibbs is now the coach. That'd be even worse. Tibbs
oh no! Imagine Tibbs would make sure he got. Now that's crazy to say, but I mean, history has shown that when you are a goddamn wing player playing under Tibbs, you do lead the league in minutes. You feel me? So I don't know, DeMar. You got to think about your career here, man. Feel me?
Damn, DeMar was like a borderline French Hall of Famer, and I don't know what happened. Like I don't know.
You don't think he's a Hall of Famer?
I think he was on pace, but right now. No, I don't think he is. That's tough. The fact that you thinking about it.
Nah, he is.
In Toronto, he was on pace to like, because he was hitting all-star appearances and all NBA. Like, he gonna get in. But now, it's kind of sus, bro.
And the Raptors did that to him.
They did, nigga.
They knew he was gonna flop. Okay, look at his numbers. Now you can't be average, bro. He averaged 27 in the season. He has to be a Hall of Famer. That's how it works, right?
Shut the fuck up. Unfortunately, it doesn't. You're like, fuck.
No, yo, bro, he shot 46% from the field, 27 points per game. Think about that for a moment.
There's players with similar years who are not in the Hall of Fame.
Bro, he's 30 right now, dropping 22 points per game, shooting 52%.
Yeah, this year is actually really good.
No, he a Hall of Famer.
That doesn't make him a Hall of Famer, agent.
That's how it works, right?
No. That's tough. They sent him to the fucking West, and he was like, compete with Westbrook, Harden, Curry. Go against all the niggas.
You heard LeBron said? LeBron was like, they said I couldn't win in the West or something like that. They said it's way harder in the West. Like, LeBron, you literally did nothing last season, and this season isn't over yet. You still like what? You have to wait till you win before you say that, man. For all I know, yeah, you did have it way easier in the East. That's what it looks like. You're playing the fucking Pacers every year in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Not only that, he's saying that even when the West isn't as tough as it was before because the fucking Warriors they're hurt this year.
Word.
So now this nigga stuffing his chest like, yeah, I'm looking good right now. I'm like, damn, man, like just calm down. He said that after Bradley Beal and Rondo was out. I was like, calm down, nigga. Because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what Kawhi over there doing, nigga. Calm down, bro. But I'm just happy in general. I'm happy for the NBA.
Me too. I'm happy.
Sincerely happy.
You know what I'm saying?
Really
and
happy.
You know the WNBA is back too. That's good. I get to see my baby Cheyenne Parker put up some shots and
That's
shit.
Your baby now?
You know what I'm saying? I almost watched the game yesterday just so I could see. I've never watched a WNBA game.
Have you gone to one?
No.
Like,
why would I do that? Why would I go to one if I've never watched one before?
But it's like one of those things where like it may look like it's boring, and like when you watch it,
I think it's gonna be boring.
And then you go there. I was gonna invite. I want to cut this. I want to cut it out. So what did Joe Rogan say?
Yo, man. Hey, man, fuck Joe Rogan, bro.
What did Joe Rogan say about video games?
Fuck. No, hey, real shit. Why is Joe Rogan not allowed to have opinions?
What did he say though?
He just said that video games for most people is a waste of time. And if you play like 6, 8, 10 hours a day, and it's getting in the way of other shit that you have going on, then yeah, it absolutely can be a waste of time. But for most people like me, bro, I play a couple games, boom, and then I'm getting back to what I was doing. You feel me? And there's plenty of studies that support the idea that gaming is good for your cognitive health. And then people were like, actually, but if you play video games for 12 hours a day, if you do anything for fucking 12 hours a day, it's unhealthy. If you eat goddamn apples all day for 12 hours, it's still unhealthy. You're going to OD on sugar, man. You will pass out. Probably won't, but your dentist won't appreciate it. So he just made some criticisms. Actually, let me pull up the video because Dexerto, the guys who are A1 at baiting people online into having opinions about things that they don't truly understand out of context, they posted this shit.
Well, I still don't even think it's that. I don't think it's actually that big of a deal. Of course, like when you said when you overdo it, of course. But like that's just saying if you overdo anything, it can become a problem.
Exactly. It's literally exactly.
So
what
like I know.
Thanks for repeating what I said.
I know, but like, what is the point of him?
Okay,
like,
let me.
I don't want to
Video game.
Hold on, that was way too loud. Hey, Joe Rogan, first of all, just know that here, bro, in this household, we appreciate you. You feel me? You're allowed to have opinions that differ from mine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I'm not going to try and cancel you every 2 weeks on Twitter because I disagree with something you said.
But it's gonna work 1 week. 1 week they're gonna find
One of these, they might be shooting 1 for 40, but on the 41st cancel attempt,
they're gonna cancel him, bro. I swear they're gonna cancel.
And video games are a real problem. They're a real problem. You know why? Because they're fucking fun.
hey,
And
first of
you
all,
know-
so far, first of all, you have to remember this is a comedian. So I'm just going to interpret this as if he's telling a joke.
He wears mini hats though.
He does.
Mini hats.
He's a host for shows. He's a comedian, one of the biggest podcasters, commentator for the UFC.
Yep.
You wear hats too. Stop bending the fucking hat, man. Straighten the fucking brim.
That's how I wear my shit.
So far, what he's saying, he just introduced the premise of his joke.
Yeah.
Video games are bad.
Yeah. I hear you.
Because they're so fun.
Yep.
It's the juxtaposition. So let's continue listening.
Yeah, well, I have a real problem with them, and you do them, and they're real exciting, but you don't get anywhere.
Right.
It's like you could do like martial arts, right? You could learn jujitsu. You get obsessed by jujitsu, and then 3 years later, you're like an elite jujitsu athlete. You're entering in competitions. You're a purple belt.
You're moving up.
Yeah, you're doing well.
Right.
You're thinking like, I might be able to open my own school one day.
You got confidence.
Yeah, if I have 100 students and those 100 students are paying me X amount of dollars per month, I can make a living. Holy shit, I can have this would be
so
amazing.
That's where he's losing me.
Okay, wait.
That same concept could apply to gaming as well.
Okay, wait.
Per month, I can make a
Oh,
living.
you could definitely. Okay, I don't know why he said that. Like
A living?
we're doing that. Like I'm literally doing that. As we
Nigga,
speak.
what?
Like I did it for
There's
free.
a whole platform that just does that. Like Switch literally
For
does that.
so long, I did it for free. But then I did what he told me to do. I worked my way up, and here I am.
So I disagree with that completely.
But growing up, if you're a gamer, you've been told this millions of times.
So that's the weird part about it is that he's on a podcast right now. I mean, people like attempted to just talk, and then like it finally got to the point where we can talk and record, and we can finally make a living. Like you can say that about everything right now because
You could be gardening. You could be a professional gardener.
Yeah, and you
Swear to
can
God, you could be a professional Dragon Ball Z card collector.
make a living.
Yeah.
So I don't get that. I don't understand that purpose. For someone who takes advantage of the internet to this full extent, like Joe Rogan, I don't understand the concept of how he doesn't understand if you play video games, you get good enough at it, you record the content and upload it, you can make a living. Especially if the baseline is just making a living. You can definitely make a living off of that.
Okay, I am kind of curious. I'm not gonna lie, it's my first time watching the clip. I only ever seen like the text.
Okay.
I'm curious if there's gonna be like a punchline or something at the end.
Holy shit, I can have this would be amazing. And then you see your jujitsu school, and your jujitsu instructor has all these students and drives a Mercedes, and he's got a nice family, and like that's the future. This way you're doing something exciting and fun, and you don't. Or you could just be playing fucking video games. 3 years later, you could be that same kid just playing video games, waiting for the next whatever the fuck game is, next Xbox game to come out, and you're gonna waste your time.
But okay, so I mean,
So he just doesn't. I just don't think he understands that people literally make hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars on video games. I just don't. I think he doesn't understand that, which is so weird because YouTube should be promoting that more anyway. But
okay, wait. I want to read this tweet from this guy. I haven't fully read it, but I skimmed over and it sounds
How many
retarded.
likes it has?
5,000.
Oh, man.
Quit gaming 8 months ago. Bought a new car. I have an amazing new girlfriend. I make a shitload of money, and I'm buying a house this spring. I party every weekend. I'm never home. I'm enjoying life. Do yourself a favor. Stop trying to make gaming a career. It's cringe as fuck. Like, why are you trying? Who's Mahmoud? Let's see what Mahmoud looks like. Mahmoud.
He looks like a gamer too.
Mahmoud, you are the guy in all the Call of Duty
Oh,
lobbies.
wait. Twitch. He's a troll.
Now, it did sound like a troll. I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, this, first of all, the only reason people are bringing up the whole career thing is because Joe Rogan argued that you can't make a career out of it. I'll say this, even as escapism, Joe Rogan, your podcast for everybody is escapism. You could argue just as gaming is a waste of time to you, that your podcast is a waste of time to your listeners.
Especially when they're 2 hours long. So yeah.
They're longer than 2 most of the time. And so it's like, so Joe Rogan obviously understands the concept of escapism and entertainment.
Yeah.
People watch his stand-up comedy to kind of forget about their problems and to laugh about something.
Yeah.
He didn't really have a punchline there. He kind of introduced it as like this is the premise of what I'm going to say. And then the build-up just came with a lot of arguments that didn't really make sense. There's no real point in sitting here criticizing Joe Rogan because I've heard that opinion millions of times in my life. How gaming was a waste of time. Man, my mom would tell me that shit daily. Get off the game. Get off the game. Why are we so sensitive to it now? Why the fuck does it matter if Joe Rogan is basically my mom every day growing up? My mom would tell me, get off the game. And then I'd be like, Mom, my friends are playing football literally right outside our house right now on the street. Can I play? No. Then, Mom, I don't understand what the fuck you want from me. Because I can't go outside, bike, play football, play basketball. But I'm playing video games. Get off the video games. You can't play on the weekday. What am I supposed to do?
Start studying.
Hey, read book. You have to read book. I'm like, Mom, what the man? Mom, reading books. You see how I can't make that into a career? Feel me? Like,
Literally. That should be the rebuttal. Like, y'all niggas wasting time reading books. How many book readers do y'all know who are millionaires? I'm outside and in my Bugatti because I've been playing video games while y'all sitting there studying, reading books.
Like,
you know, a professional studier? You're wasting your time, kids. You're wasting your time.
Professional studiers earn a lot of debt, Mom. Is that what you want from me? God damn.
Yeah, you're a professional studier, bro. I can't even talk to you, bro. I'm out here gaming, living my life in the man cave for 16 hours out of a day, going to sleep, waking up, eating pizza, bitch. And you sitting in the books just reading page after page after page, passage after passage, getting paper clip cuttings all your goddamn fingers. And you sit there, you regurgitate every single last thing you read just to go into another book and you pass your test and you get your diploma and you're in $30,000 worth of debt for one semester. Nigga, I made $30,000 last month playing video games in my underwear. Nigga, you suck.
You suck, dude.
Can't make no career out of that, bitch.
Bitch.
Got your degree and now you're a manager at Walmart. Fuck your life.
So your psychology degree. You can really...
Doesn't matter.
Hey, yo, on some real shit, man. Maybe it just doesn't affect me because I spent my whole life with adults trying to tell me exactly what Joe Rogan was telling me. And then this shit worked out for me. But even if it wasn't, even if it didn't, the times I had gaming, man, some of the moments, I just be thinking someday, I just be like, man, I remember, bro, can I tell a funny gaming moment real quick?
Hold on, let me say this real quick. I think the reason why people care is because they would just believe Joe Rogan will be different. Because for, again, someone who is actively on the internet, someone who actively takes advantages of all the different revenue streams, someone who actively understands what is and what isn't out there for them to go after, I think that's the reason why people are like, how do you not understand what this is? Ninja didn't say nothing?
Nah, he did. That's why
Most recent.
I wanted to pull it up. So it's 2 minutes. Let's check if this is screen recording. Got you, Lo. Always prepared and ready for you, baby.
Recent clip going on about Joe Rogan, his comment about video games or like gamers. And I think where he was coming from, or what he was talking about specifically, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but what I watched the whole thing and try to get context of it. I watched, before and after the clip that was just, being posted on or on Twitter. It sounds like he's talking about like the top 1%, like the very odd or one-off chance that you're going to be a professional player an esports player, and a successful one at that, right? I mean, you can be a professional esports player and, be on like a tier 2, tier 3 org, which is not maybe paying you the most. And obviously if you're not winning and being paid a lot, you're not a big streamer, then you're not really making a lot of money.
So different. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I haven't watched him in a while, so it's my first time seeing him.
You look different too, man. You've been slimming down. Looking nice. Omar called you skinny agent.
Wow. Tell Omar I said thank you, man.
Yeah.
Tell him I call him activist Omar.
Oppression.
So I'm assuming he's just basically talking about, the top 1%, you're winning every tournament, you're on a top organization, you're making a shitload of money, you're successful. And I mean, he talks about how, gaming can potentially not really get you anywhere, right? You're putting a lot of time into it and you're just mindlessly playing video games. I just don't think what Joe doesn't really understand then the full context of what the gaming community is and how many different avenues you can be successful in gaming.
Hey, I'm sorry. I can't focus on what he's saying because I'm just trying to think, like, did Red Bull ask him to wear this jersey? Because I know game, like, content creators is mad specific about what they wear because they don't like to promote shit unnecessarily. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to think to myself, did Red Bull tell him to wear that shit? Or
hey, low, zoom in right now.
Got that right there? You zoomed in?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's streaming, just content creation, YouTube, being a professional player, being a freaking coach. I mean, like, you can be incredibly understanding of a game, but not have the physical capacity to be able to, get pentakills every single round and, every single game. But that doesn't mean that
you get to the point.
But I think he's getting to it to where, like, there's still, like, I think if you brought it to the fact that Joe Rogan, like, you do realize there's millionaires making money off playing video games, his rebuttal would be, that's a top 1%. But I don't think he understands that there's people who just uploads YouTube videos, who just streams. And if the baseline for what he was saying was, hey, you just making a living doing jujitsu and teaching people, there are plenty of people. And when I say plenty of people,
they have to be driving a Mercedes though.
No, I thought it was a troll who said the Mercedes thing.
No, I'm pretty sure Joe Rogan said the jiu-jitsu instructor was driving a Mercedes. Am I bugging?
Oh, okay, I don't know. But you, in the sense of just you making a living, there are plenty of content creators on YouTube, on Twitch, on different platforms and avenues who make money playing video games. That is not like, that concept is not a new, that's not anything new. And so for Joe Rogan to be someone who is on the internet, who interacts with people and understands the full capacity, or we would assume, I feel like that comment just doesn't make any sense for it to come out of him. I understand like Jimmy Kimmel and them older people who do still late night. I understand they not in the same space.
Yeah. I
understand that, but for someone who uploads something on YouTube, on the internet,
Jimmy Kimmel, he hates gamers.
Yeah, but I understand why he's there. I understand that disconnect, but like you upload things on YouTube, like you're one of the biggest content creators in general on YouTube, on a platform that has billions of views based off of video games alone. How you do not understand that people make money off of that, I just don't understand that.
But like he's a Spotify exclusive, started September 1st, so there's no gaming content on Spotify.
There's plenty of people who make podcasts talking about gaming. So again, I don't understand I literally just don't understand it. But it's cool. I mean, those type of people will get left behind, and I don't really care for them to be, if they don't participate in it or not. It's not that. What the hell's wrong with
just double checking. I've been fucking up this pod. So.
Oh, man.
Hey, let me tell this hilarious gaming. It's actually my favorite gaming story ever. So I was never allowed to play games in the weekdays. When I got like 15, I realized my mom didn't care as much. So as long as I tried to hide it, she would pretend like she never saw me. Or she didn't know I was playing when I was like, fuck, stop. And she's like, dude? I'd be like, just homework. And she'd be like, nah, I'm just going to let him go on that. So that was a good point in my life when she stopped caring a little bit. But so what I would do is like when it was Friday, everyone was about to get lit. We go to our friend's house, play Gears of War or Halo. And sometimes I would go because, they had snacks at their house. My mom would never have snacks. So sometimes I just go to eat their snacks and play Super Smash or Gears of War. Other times I'd be like, man, what I used to do is we had one PS3. I would play an hour, right? Sometimes I'll go over by 5 minutes. So, all right, you get extra 5 minutes. And my brother would play an hour and play his extra 5 minutes. And I fucking count. I have a timer like, yeah, you passed it by 20 minutes, bitch. I'm playing an hour 20, and I'll play my hour. And the game I used to play was Socom. I played the game OD. over like 2,000 hours into the game just on weekends alone. Think about that. And I was pretty good at the game. I was a really high rank to the point where when I come in lobbies, people go, whoa. And they would switch sides to be on my team. And then I would lose a lot because I'd have to carry a bunch of bums. Man. But I had this clan, right? Yeah. Played with this clan for about like a year. And actually, like, I knew some of them for a very long time. We got to know each other really well. You feel me? And long story short, there was this time where they invited me to a private lobby. And one of the things in Socom to do was to learn glitches. Yeah. So we were going to have a glitch session where we were going to try and get under a map very successfully. If we could do it consistently, then we'd be good. And we'd use that knowledge defensively. So because when someone else in a game battles match glitches under the map, we know how to do that too. Let's play ball. When you lag switch, everyone on our team knows how to lag switch. We'll do it back. So just being able to defend yourself when someone's cheating is always nice in video games. And so they're like, hey, West Side's join. Used to call me Wessie. Wessie, join. Yo, Wessie, join the lobby. And I was telling them like, nah, because I was in a really fun lobby. And when you get a fun lobby in Socom, it was the most enjoyable experience. And I was like, I can't. And they're like, he literally just, for whatever reason, the clan leader was like, if you don't join, you're going to get kicked.
Oh, man.
And I was like, man, fuck you. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm in the middle of a game. So by the time I got out of my game, I was no longer in a clan. And clans in Socom is like a very serious thing. Like you have to be invited to it. There's different factions. There's like, it's a whole process. And there's a clan leaderboards. So you can fight. And I think at the time, there was a time where I was in like the second biggest clan on the game. There's a whole process to the shits. So they kicked me, whatever. I said, fuck all of them. I didn't even want to talk to them anyway. And keep in mind, I'd known these guys for a while. So I just started playing solo. Game was so fun, I could do that. 8 months goes by. Feel me? I bump into them. They join my lobby by accident. Now they're on the other team. Now there's day maps and there's night maps. We were playing in a night map. And there's like different specializations in the game. And I think I chose the Italian specialization. And they had this very overpowered sniper rifle called the Tilly. And it was a one shot. So it was kind of like the Barrett 50 cal, except silence. It was incredibly powerful. I didn't know this till the game started. I got in the game, and now they're on the other team. Keep in mind, this is the first time we bumped into each other since I got kicked from their fucking clan. Okay. And in Socom, it was 8v8 demolition. We take turns planting the bomb and defending against the bomb plant. To get 3 kills in a round, truly impressive. To get 4, whole game is celebrating rare stuff. To get anything more than 6 kills in a round is so truly magnificent. It's unheard of. That game, bro, I got 7 kills in a round in a 1v7 situation with a Tilly, a goddamn sniper rifle, defended the bomb. My best performance ever was against the guys who kicked me out because I didn't want to join their little glitch session because I was in the middle of a good game. Yeah. And at the end of that game, you join back into the lobby, and then like it got silent for a little bit, and they were like, "Hey, Wessie," and I was like, "What's good, man?" And they're like, "Hey, man, you want to like join a party or whatever, et cetera, et cetera." By the end of the day, bro, it was inviting me back to the clan and shit. And I'll never forget that feeling. I've only ever had 1v6. And I did that with the Foul in one of the new maps when they had like the winter DLC. And I had a 1v7. My best performance ever once against those guys. Now, Joe Rogan, you mean to tell me that experience is fucking worthless? All those goddamn hours I spent on the game, that shit was worth it to me, man. For real. Anyway, that was also the game that got me into like amateur gaming, just going on game battles and climbing ladders and stuff like that. And then I used that information to do the same on every other game. I did that in 2K, and that's kind of what got me into creating content. So,
I just completely disagree. Do you remember your first all-night session?
No, bro. I've had hundreds. I don't remember the first one, man.
I remember my first one.
Probably at Waleed's house, to be honest.
How old were you?
I don't know, like 10. We just go to his house and play a whole day. San Andreas or whatever.
I think I was like around that age too.
Yeah.
And it was Halo. It was my cousin's birthday. And I remember we started off the night, and I didn't like one of his friends because he disrespected sports games. He was like, "Yo, all sports games are all alike." I'm like, we're all about to just sit here, play with aliens, and shoot one another for the next couple hours. So I don't know. I don't really know if criticizing video games about how realistic they
about
are.
to pick his alien and hop on a mongoose.
Yeah, I don't
Play some 4v4s on resort, man.
I don't know. I don't know what you thought was what we about to do, but this is the very first Halo. So back in the day, online play was possible, but the only true way to you can play, we could play, but like the only way that people really knew, like the most convenient way to play multiplayer with like playing with one another was to bring a whole bunch of Xboxes. So my cousin had a whole bunch of friends come over with a whole bunch of Xboxes.
Did they come with TVs too?
too.
Oh man,
Yeah. Came with TVs. We had everything downstairs, and the way everything was set up, it was
there was
already
no
a
split
TV.
screen.
There was split. So there's so many people we had to split screen on some of the TVs too.
Oh wow.
So everybody is set up. I don't know how we did it, but we was like running wires from one room to the next. In one room there was 2 TVs in one room and 3 TVs in the other room, and even some still had split screens. And we were just playing all night. And that was the first time because when me and my brother were growing up, we couldn't play shooters because my mom wouldn't allow us to have shooting games. So we stood up literally all night and played the first Halo against one another. And I got from like dog shit at the game because you think you good, and then like people come over and you're like, oh, so I'm actually not that good.
Oh no, that's your experience.
Funny guy here. I'm
not trying to be funny.
I'm always good at the game.
I never had. That's not a relatable experience for me.
Oh man, you gonna keep kicking that table up for it? No, you got it. Don't worry about it.
I'm not, bro.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Anyway, like I said, bro.
Bitch.
Yeah, like in the beginning, it was like we started at like maybe like 10 p.m., maybe even 9 p.m. And I just lost track of time playing Halo all night.
Those are the best nights, bro.
All night
But like it's so fun. The thought of like going to sleep make like, why would I do that?
all night.
Yeah. Those
And
are the
even-
best
and
nights, I swear to God.
And even when we took a break, I took a break to go then jump on like live or something like that. Like we just shifting from like Halo to live and then going back on Halo and just playing. And then you get that moment where like the sun starts to creep through the blinds and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So then the next morning, we all had to get up because my cousin and some of his friends had a basketball game. So I was like, yo, y'all have not gone to sleep. And y'all supposed to play basketball when the sun start creeping out. So this is like 5:30, almost 6 o'clock. And my cousin, like he tries to like go to sleep and before his mom gets up and be like, yo, what y'all still doing up? Yada, yada, yada. Try to go to sleep for like an hour and a half. And she wakes all of us up. And she's like, yeah, we heard y'all playing all night. So I don't know why y'all think that this is going to like, y'all still just need to get up. And then my cousin like, I mean, we have to go play the game. I didn't even know how many of them were on the team. So if none of them came, I don't think they would have had enough to like actually play the game, like the basketball game. So they had to go.
That's tough.
Niggas got blown out at the basketball game. Niggas got blown out. We went back home, took a nap, and I promise you, went right back to the sticks.
Had to
Go right back on the sticks. So that was like,
That's
was
literally
crazy.
the best. The nights where you game all night and the thought of stopping, the thought of eating or literally doing anything but just starting the next game. Those are
Doesn't
the
cross your mind.
Man, when Smash Ultimate came out, we invited like 6 people to the house. Man, I swear they all slept over for like 4 days. All we did was play Smash. Y'all coming over tonight? Boom. We played for 8, 9, 10 hours straight, just running tournaments, playing Smash.
Jeez.
I remember doing that. We played Naruto at Walid's house, whole marathons. Walid showed me how to pirate things off allegedly.
What?
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
He had San Andreas, and I was like, how do I get that? He's like, there's a website.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Of course. And then I was like, oh man, and then Walid, like allegedly. So man, those are the most memorable nights.
Yeah.
My cousin from the UK came over with COD 4, and I remember, bro, I'm a hater. This is how I know I'm a hater.
I know you are.
Cause my mom was gonna buy a game for my cousin in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
And I remember going to Walmart with her. My mom barely buys his games, like 1 or 2 games a year. So when I find out she's buying a game for another human that's not me, I'm like, Mom, what the hell is wrong with you?
I'm your son.
Like, Like my mom was dead about to buy a Wii for my cousins, knowing how badly I wanted a Wii. I'm like, Mom, I dare you to buy that Wii right now. Come on, go ahead, buy that Wii. See if I will stop bothering you for the next fucking month. So I see him go to the fucking store and pull out Call of Duty 3. And she's like, Call of Duty, what is Call of Duty 3? And I'm like, Mom, what the fuck is Call of Duty? Nobody even plays that shit. I was just hating. Like, Mom, he clearly doesn't know what good games are.
my God.
So don't even bother buying him that. So,
You hate it.
so then a year goes by, right? When my cousins comes from UK, and for whatever reason, he decided to travel with Call of Duty 4 on the PS3. Now, he put that shit in, and I was like, oh, this Call of Duty. Ah. I did not know he was sleeping over. Actually, they didn't plan on doing it. But when I tell you we couldn't get off the game, I was discovering cheese. I was like, Last Stand? People hated me by the end of the night. We had to ban Last Stand because I was just cheesing Last Stand and Martyrdom. I was just dropping grenades and shooting pistols from the floor. And those, I swear, those nights where you're up all night are some of the most memorable nights gaming. And I have a garbage memory. So when I could vividly remember the entirety of a night from like 8 years ago, like that's how you know it's a pretty fucking special night, man.
So I don't like. I say all that to say like, man, there's so much like positive shit that can come from gaming. Like I don't know why some people are so focused on like the negative aspect of it, because of course
There really isn't no negative. It's just the excessive use of it is negative. But
that
that's
goes
everything.
anything. Yeah, literally anything.
That's literally everything, bro.
So I just don't understand like why so many people get like caught up in like the negative parts about it. But hey, man, I mean that's on y'all. I feel like especially like for example basketball, like for many people the way they view basketball, like it's either I'm making the NBA or playing overseas or that's it. Like so to even like put yourself in that situation, whereas gaming, you can be a professional gamer, you can be a coach like he said, you can be a streamer, you can be a content creator on YouTube. There's so many other avenues with gaming just to make money. Whereas a basketball, bro, like I guess you can technically be a trainer, I guess, but like you can fall off so quickly when it comes to like something like basketball. I just don't understand why people don't take it more serious.
Word. That's a good point, man.
You trying to figure out where Omar said it? There you go right there.
Oh, okay. Wow.
You did look skinny in that post right there. You didn't like it?
No.
Yo, you're outrageous.
Remember, I literally can't like things no more unless I want to suggest it to all my followers.
I mean, that's the same with me too.
Yeah, so I
But
generally
it's Omar,
don't like
though.
things. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Omar's post. It's actually real positive. Shout out Omar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Omar.
But when I
what's
like
his name?
things now,
Omar
it's
what?
basically as if I tweeted it. So I just have to remember that. So if I don't plan on tweeting for the night, then I just avoid liking things. Unless it's like...
That is a crazy lob.
Yeah, I mean, that's my first time seeing that clip. The reason I'm on Omar's Twitter, though, is because there was a interesting post someone put up, and it got me thinking, and I wish I could fucking find it, but he tweets so much
He's just retweeting stuff.
and retweets so much.
What was it about though?
It was like, it was basically the criticism about like chasing, just like excessive ambition. They were arguing like it was real toxic and negative for your mental health. Like everyone's so obsessed with like trying to be like the best. And they're like the obsession with trying to be the best was a problem. And I never really seen it as a problem. Actually, it was, they referred to it as traumatic. No exaggeration. And you know, I grew up as Kobe is my favorite player. So I just wanted to be the best at everything all the time. And even when I wasn't, like, I would just
shit that's
pretend
on
like
the
I didn't even
page.
want that shit to begin with.
Yeah. But the shit that's on the page right now is outrageous.
What am I looking at? Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. I can't find the exact post, but I thought that was very, 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 very interesting. Yeah, shout out Omar, man. He got all kinds of gains. I want to know what you think about that.
What, Omar making games?
No, that's obvious. Truly impressive stuff right here.
I don't know. I've had this whole thing about living via other people's insecurities. Oh, you fucking what? You fucking? You fucking get that pump on them. Like that pump.
I could tell this is Tinder profile picture.
Omar deadass wants to play you in basketball just so he can annihilate you.
Like, I'd take him out too.
No,
cap.
you wouldn't. I seriously don't think you would. I'm honestly, so there's one part of me that's like, I get tired of like living via other people's insecurities. Like I hate doing things and having to pause before I do it because it might be someone else who's insecure about it. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, say that again. I wasn't listening.
Okay.
I feel like it's something important.
I hate living through other people's insecurities.
Okay.
I hate doing things and I have to pause and wait before I actually fully commit to it to think like, are other people going to like get upset about this?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Okay.
and the thing that I'm saying is positive. Like it ain't even nothing crazy. But because so many people may be accustomed to failure or they're in a situation where they don't like to be in or they don't like, I get it. You know, some people are sensitive and that's cool, but I should not have to, hold on, my son's shoes are not situated. Damn, whole day my son's
You gonna announce
shoes.
your son already?
Oh,
Out of
I
wedlock.
gotta cut that
Crazy.
out. I gotta cut that
Bastard.
out. My bad. I gotta cut that out. My bad. But yeah, it's weird. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people who are like that, where you do have to be very sensitive about the things you say and the things that you buy and how you show off, because other people get upset about their success and stuff like that. Because to me, I don't think being obsessed with the level of ambition you may have for some type of end goal, I don't really think that's a bad thing, especially if there's a clear end goal that you're trying to reach. You know what I'm saying? And so like with Kobe, like when he was able to reach whatever end goal that was, like I said before, when it was all said and done, he was ready to retire. He was like, I'm happy that part of my life is over with and I can fully state that I gave it my all. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't, to even think that I'm not going to give it my all because I think that it's going to be like traumatic, or I think I'm not going to give it all because some other nigga gets insecure about how he can't do what I'm doing. Like I'm getting to a point where I just don't give a fuck about whatever you think you can or can't do. That shouldn't stop anybody else's shit. And I don't really think I'm pretty sure there is some traumatic downfall behind. I'm pretty sure there are some negatives. Again, like we said, you do anything in excess, there's going to be some downfall to that.
Yeah.
So I don't really think that's a problem. I'm not denying that part of it, but what I am denying is like it being so bad that you should potentially stop what you're doing or hold back your drive because you think for whatever reason, like no, the positives are going to outweigh the negatives if you're really that ambitious on what you're trying to gain.
Word. I saw a lot of people retweet that post, and I thought it was interesting how you could categorize like a hunger for self-improvement or success as toxic. You know what I'm saying? Because what is life supposed to be this fucking static experience void of any difficulty? Or isn't the whole fucking purpose of it to overcome the fucking bullshit that comes with it? Man, what the hell? I was just thinking to myself, like, what the fuck would I even do when I wake up if it wasn't to overcome a new problem that just arose? I don't even know what I would do. How boring would your day be if it was filled with zero fucking problems? Why do you think when people retire, they try and find something to do? Just to occupy their time because they have nothing else to solve. They just quit solving problems. And so it's like, I understand to a certain extent, like, you know what I'm saying? If you're like 30, everyone's looking at you like, man, you don't have it figured out yet. But you're only 30 though. So I understand at that level, like you give yourself some fucking time. Big things take time, or maybe you're just going in the wrong direction. You just need to correct course. Whatever the case is, I can't see why having an overwhelming amount of ambition is toxic unless it's deteriorating your mental health. I don't think it is for me. I genuinely feel like all the stuff that I go through on a daily basis, I feel like when I go through the busy days where I don't have like a moment off, I feel like those days are best for me because it's like growing my tolerance. I don't finish the day like, oh man, that was mad traumatic how I had no free time to answer calls. I'm like, no, man, tomorrow I'm gonna have a higher tolerance. And over the years, I've been able to work way, way harder just building up my tolerance to doing sometimes things that I don't enjoy doing, doing things I think are monotonous or boring and just getting up and doing them anyway. It's like, man, I just don't understand that mindset of mediocrity. And it's cool if that makes you happy, but I don't like the idea of trying to vilify people who are full of ambition because it's actually difficult to maintain ambition. All life, everyone's trying to stomp it out of you, man. Trying to tell you what the fuck you're trying to accomplish is not possible or it's highly unlikely. Or sometimes it's the results that try and stomp it out of you. You're not seeing the results you want to off rip. And that's deflating. You trying to pump yourself for motivation. You sitting there reading all these fucking useless self-help books just trying to survive. And I'm seeing this goddamn post.
Wasn't that right there? Stop wanting to indulge yourself.
Okay, let me read it. I don't know if it's the exact one. Post says, stop wanting to indulge your families and future kids in riches and focus on love and care. Parents do all this shit. No, it actually wasn't this at all.
Okay.
Omar retweets a lot of interesting things. I'm like, I hope Omar doesn't think those things because we're gonna have to have a long conversation.
He wants to get back on the podcast.
Yeah, we should have him on the pod where he's not trolling the whole time. I feel like he might have some interesting things to say. Because I like to keep really ambitious people around me, and I know like it's difficult to maintain that level of hunger, especially when you're not seeing the results you want to, or you're around enough people that don't see it for you.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, we need to start gassing people up. Like, you can do it. Man, why does everyone just think you're supposed, like, do you think why does everyone feel entitled to shit? No one's entitled to it. You're going to have to work your ass off. You might do it for free for a fucking while. It's always such a, you know what I'll do sometimes, Lo? Someone will tell me, like, this is what I want to do. Like, I want to make music videos. I want to get into film. I want to make YouTube videos. And I'll wait. And I know I could just retweet their shit and show them love, but sometimes I'll wait, and there's the odd person I'll see where I'm like, man, like she's really about it. Like over the course of a year, wow, streaming real fucking consistently, growing in viewership, like wow, this person's really built for it.
Okay.
Because I genuinely think that the people that took a longer time to see the explosion in growth, whether it's like on YouTube, or if it's like in music, like a person like Russ, I think those people survive longer because they know what it's like to not have it. They know what it's truly like and how difficult of a time it was that they're not willing to give it up for shit. And that comes with some like everyone's always like, oh, but agent, like, I don't know, man. People act like shit is the end of the world if you're not fucking partying and taking vacations all the time.
And
I don't fucking understand. People look at me as if like, wow, you're not gonna take any time off this summer? Like, you're not gonna, like, why? Why? Just because you get enjoyment out of that doesn't mean I get enjoyment that way. I genuinely enjoyed this right now. It is 3 a.m. and it's been a long day. And it's actually the first, like, light day I've had in a very long time. And I feel worse about it. Yesterday, my very busy day, felt way better about it when I went to sleep.
But I just think I think there's a certain lifestyle people are accustomed to, and they think that if
Like what kind of lifestyle?
Like just like the idea of like I go to school, I get off and I'm taking a break, or when I go to school there's a 3-month gap break, or when I'm
that is true. That is true.
Yeah. And even in college the same way, or when I'm going to work they give me holiday pay, or they give me holidays off, or they give me vacations off and stuff like that. And so people tie that to like what the norm is. And don't get me wrong, I think it is okay to take a break, but to sit there and like patronize somebody and be like, yo, you're working that hard? Like, nigga, you're that ambitious? What the fuck? Nigga, stop working. Stop trying to get what you want. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Stop working hard, bro. Like, god damn it. Like, to me,
live life. Why don't you go, hey, we're going out today, live life. I hear how many times I hear that shit?
Me and Dave was actually, no troll, me and Dave was talking about that all the time, and we just be like, you know, like, they're not really living life. Like,
no, I'll be very surprised if you were happier than me. And I'm working all the time on something. And I'm talking to everyone here and everyone that makes, I'm so happy. Like, generally speaking, like throughout the day, I'm so like ecstatic, or at least neutral at the worst about most things. But I also guarantee you I party less than any or most of y'all. I don't go out ever. When was the last time I went out to do shit?
That wasn't work.
Yeah.
When we first got here, we was out and about, but recently, especially with the Rona, nah.
No, I think I went to Davis's house one time in the last month.
Oh, you talking about literally just out? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like,
yeah, maybe
like I'm not doing shit.
Yeah,
but I'm still happy though.
True,
and
true,
not because the people were convinced. Russ put out a post and he was like, "Rich is a mindset." I know everyone thinks Russ is corny to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? I could see why people think that, but he's feel like a lot of real shit in his songs. Yeah. And he actually dropped so much music before he ever blew up. I have a lot of respect for how he was able to keep it going. He put out a post and he was like, it was a quote from a song he did in 2014, but the lady didn't know that. What he said was, rich is like a mindset. And she was like, easy for you to say when you're rich. I'm like, oh, here we go with that victim mindset. And Russ responded, and he quoted the lyrics and said 2014 from this song. And she just ended up looking stupid. It's like, I just, at the end of the day, you have to do what makes you happy. But for me, what makes me happy is knowing that I've improved in some fucking way at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, yeah, if like regardless of what you're doing, as long as you're happy you're doing it, just do that.
Literally. But if you're happy partying, then you should be partying every fucking night.
But victimizing other people for like their ambition and their success, especially when it's way more constructive than probably what you're doing partying, because a lot of people who just partying, they're just trying to keep up with some other people, and they just think that that's just a lifestyle they're supposed to be living, and you're not really all that happy because you just living, you trying to keep up with someone else. But the people who actually have ambition and drive and they're trying to reach their goals, most of them already have an understanding of what they're trying to achieve. You are trying to achieve someone else's lifestyle while everybody else is trying to do what they want to do in their own life. So to sit there and criticize them for ambition and them trying to like reach their own goals while you reaching other people's goals, to me, that's just sick. That's sick. Mm-hmm. And so to take the time out to criticize a nigga for reaching his own goals, like, to me, that's just outrageous. Why are we taking the time out to even talk about them niggas?
Word. I see it from both sides. I talked to some very, very...
I don't see it from that side. I mean, again,
No, not perspectives. Like, in terms of... I've talked to people who only ever worked.
Yeah.
They're in their mid-30s, and, like, they're thinking to themselves, like, man, I wish I would have spent more time just experiencing more things in my younger days. And then I've talked to... And this is usually the overwhelming amount of people, but I've talked to people who spent... people that's in their late 20s, early 30s, and they're telling me how they wish they spent more time working on their career or just just doing something they felt was more productive. Yeah. But it's like, why is everyone like looking like, first of all, if you're like in your 30s or 40s, I genuinely feel like you're not dying of natural causes anytime soon. Like, obviously something could happen anytime, but like, you have plenty more time. Let's not act like it's the fucking end of the road. Just start your shit now. But why? I don't understand what the complication is. What the fuck makes you happy? And it's, I think for a lot of people, it's like when something hard, when it's difficult, they're like, oh, I can't be happy doing something difficult. It's, believe it or not, that is when you try it for a moment. Just try doing something you genuinely hate and force yourself to do it. You will get so much satisfaction and joy out of knowing that you're capable. Just the idea of knowing you're competent enough to complete something of difficulty. It will give you, like, it could be taking cold showers. You will fucking hate it. But a weekend, you'll be like, I think it's kind of crazy I'm taking cold showers. And then you can take a step further next time. You can do some other shit. You're like, man, I think it's kind of crazy. Like, I'm losing weight? Wow. Man, I've been this size for how long? Now I'm doing this. So it's like you really start to fuel yourself. Then now you got self-confidence because you're doing all these things that's challenging that you don't have to be doing. Yeah. Technically, you could just do the easier thing, but you're choosing to do the more difficult thing, and you might find some enjoyment in that. But then go tell some of your friends what you're doing. They can be like, why are you putting yourself through that misery and torture? But you don't see it as that because all the stress you go through during the fucking process is the enjoyment. You think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on his very fucking strict diets on the days he's not eating those crazy cheat cuts, he's not. You don't think, I think the problem is, I think the very productive people aren't loud about the fact that they're productive. I think the fake productive people are loud about the fact that they're productive. Yeah. And then the unproductive people are really loud about the fact that they're unproductive. And so the people that genuinely just put their heads down and work, you don't really hear about it. So you just get to thinking like nobody's out here putting in work. But clearly there are people putting in work. There's incredible things that's happening in the world all the fucking time. It's just not on Instagram for you to see. So that's what I would recommend. Just try doing some challenging shit. For me, this weight loss shit has been incredibly challenging. I've been big basically my entire fucking life. But there's a lot of satisfaction in knowing that I'm making progress. Feel me? And the day I stop making progress, I genuinely think that's the day I'm gonna start to see some of that decreased happiness. You know what I'm saying? Then I might start to party like everybody else. See if that life is for me. You know, start making zero progress, going backwards and shit. But at least I'll be getting lit though. I tell my friends about the crazy, happy life I'm living now. That shit is so crazy. I want people I have to convince I'm not sad on a daily basis or I'm not miserable. I'm so fucking sick. The people, there was a girl I was talking to. I genuinely forgot who it was. It was one of the girls I was talking to. And I was like, wait, why do you think I'm sad? And she's like, I don't know, I just get the feeling. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm happy. But then like you know how like a sad person, I can tell you they're sad.
Yeah, but then like, I can feel your vibe right now, and you're giving me real sad vibes.
And I was thinking to myself, like, why did I give you that? Is it because I'm not doing anything on like it's like
look
Saturdays?
At you just look sad. Like, when the last time you been out?
I'm like, man, that's
When like, can you pour you some Hennessy real quick? Can you some alcohol? Because that's what really makes people happy. I just haven't like seen you like you haven't give me. You just give me like I want to work vibes. That's what you give me, and ambitious vibes.
man.
Why you want to keep doing that?
I don't want to
Why you want
keep
to keep working?
all the. But that's the thing though. I think for a lot of people they associate work with like the thing
9
that
to
they have
5.
to do,
Yeah, they have
and then
to
the second they don't have to do it, they're not doing it no more. Feel me? Like I technically don't have to post any more videos. Like I just disappear from the internet right now. Everything I'm doing is because like I'm hungry to do more.
True.
You know what I'm saying? When you work at Best Buy as a sales associate,
You have to do that.
like the second you're off work, you're not thinking about new sales strategies so you can start selling more Google Homes.
No.
You're not thinking about that bullshit. So to you,
Again, that's what I'm saying. When you grow up, that's the mentality. 3 months out of the year, you're not going to school. Then when you go to work, as soon as you get off it's 9 to 5. When you're done with when you get off clock out at 5 p.m., you're not thinking about that shit no more.
because the
And that's just
enjoyment
how
you get is
people-
outside of.
Exactly. So that's how people just associate that now.
I understand that. And the way you brought it up, I forgot that.
Yeah, people that's how they just associate with it. So when you go around constantly thinking about work, that's why you be really giving me sad vibes. You're just a sad nigga,
I
bro.
was trying to convince. I was like, man, why do you think that?
'Cause you
Like,
still talking about
I'm,
work
I'm
to
just
me
looking
right
at
now.
myself. Like, maybe it's because
Why
like
are you on your phone all the time? You this work? You a sad nigga, bro. I swear. You okay? I hate that. Like, everything okay? You good?
oh my God, man, that shit is so frustrating. Because sometimes I just don't be wanting to talk. Why does that have to mean something's not okay?
Or when they say like, what do you do for fun?
oh man,
They're like, I just be like, just working and shit like that. Like, oh, okay. Like,
But
what
for
else you do?
fun,
Like, what do you do
though,
for
like,
fun?
when you want to have fun?
I just
Sometimes it's work.
I just work a little bit more. I just celebrate my goals and shit like that. Like no,
Like,
like
when I got a new achievement,
yeah.
like I'll celebrate that for
When
fun.
I get like a
and
new
shit.
plaque and shit, 1 out of 10. Like that's what I do for fun.
Like,
no,
when I
no,
get
but
the
like, but
17
that's-
CPM,
but
like
that's still, yeah, I know. But that's still work. Like, what do you do for fun? And I've literally heard people say that. Like, no, that's still work. What do you do for fun? And I'm like, man, that's tough. I think people like when people say this to me, I'm like, y'all niggas don't think I find watching basketball games fun? Hey, nigga, this fun to me, nigga. Like, I don't get what y'all saying. When I used to get off work, I used to come home and watch basketball games. Now I just do that shit for a living. Like, you don't think this is fun, nigga? Like, come on. Like, what the fuck? I used to get off work, play video games, and watch basketball games, nigga. Like, you don't think that this is fun, bro. This is it, bro.
I think outside of just like the actual act of watching basketball games or playing video games or making videos, just the idea of progress is like I'm obsessed with that. Like truly fucking obsessed. And you know what I'm saying? I try and remove like influences that would remove that hunger from me. Because right now, you know what I'm saying, I have this shit on like full. You know, I don't need to like watch motivational videos or read no self-help books. I have like an infinite whole tank of let's get shit done at all hours of the fucking day. Like it would take like a delicious 8-piece bucket from Popeyes to take me out of that mood. You know, sometimes you just catch the itis and you just want to be chilling. I don't even want to be doing all that. I got the itis.
But even I don't even think it's that crazy. Like, even if you took a break for a day or two, but like, that's not what niggas even talking about. They just sincerely believe, like, if you just wake up and just think about work all the time or just have that be a part of your mind constantly, they just think that's a negative. Even if you take a break here and there.
I think I was doing it in my sleep. You know how proud I was of myself when I
Oh,
heard
man.
that shit? I was like, I was making
And then-
moves
and
in
then
my
she-
sleep.
And she actually like, are you okay? Like, you not sad?
She actually said she was trying to like, she was responding to me at first. And she's like, what are you talking about? And then like
Damn, she was probably from the next door. That's crazy, bro.
and then
she
she
not
was
know
like,
you're
oh,
moving?
and then I realized you were sleeping. And I was like, oh, what else? Did I say anything else? Actually, I'm curious if like I said some shit, but she doesn't want to tell me what the fuck I said.
Yeah. She's going right back in her room.
Yeah, she about to.
She went back in her room.
I like to keep ambitious people around me, man. And I don't get sad
You
or
should have taken notes, that ass.
yeah.
You should have taken notes.
Next time I'll get you a pen and a paper.
You said that next to your nightstand, like, yo, if I just start saying shit, just write it down.
In fact, here's an audio recorder. I need you to record me too, so I can recite it back to. Man, I just want to know imagine if I was just like,
There's an app for that though.
for what?
Like you record yourself, like people want to know if they snore at night or like how
For
bad.
real?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yep, there's an app.
I wonder what stage of sleep you had to be in to sleep talk.
A deep one, nigga. You gotta be deep in that motherfucker.
I must have been like, man, I must have been the number one YouTuber or something like that in that dream.
That's crazy, bro. She really cared about you. She came all the way from her room. You forgot what you were saying. All right, podcast people, we're gonna wrap up the podcast. Man, y'all show much love to the podcast, man.
Seriously.
Serious love, bro. Like more love than homegirl who was sitting there hearing you sleep yell.
Word, you
'Cause
feel
you had
me?
to be yelling for us.
And
You in the next room.
And you know what's crazy is the fact that I just kind of feel like
Here you go.
I'm in this shit alone.
Here you go.
You know, everyone in the house is in a relationship
go.
but me.
Here you
So
go.
I
Here
just
you
like
go.
talking to y'all sometimes
Here
because
you go.
you know we got a lot of shit in common. We just talk about single shit. You feel me?
Here you go.
Because everybody else is in relationships. I can't really talk to them about stuff. I can't be like, yo, is she bad? They'd be like, I'm in a relationship. I can't be doing that. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm happy for them, of course. But, you know, I also kind of need a partner in this. Y'all became my partner, man. I appreciate that.
Interesting. I can be a partner because I'm single. You know that, right? What the fuck? God don't like that.
Yo, nigga, what the hell is that? Yo, why is the light doing that? Randomly.
Man, someone say, yeah, that was a sign.
Cursed?
That was a sign.
What did I say? What did you say?
I said, I'm single.
That must have been Jeanette.
Yo, all right, I can't. Cause you love, like, all right. I can't stand you, bro.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to this podcast. The lights is flickering if you're watching on YouTube. I actually don't know why, and it's kind of creeping me out because I sleep in this room sometimes. If you guys are new on YouTube and you haven't already, make sure to go.
Know the gang.
Fuck Audio Mac. Shout out Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts. People drop a 5-star. Leave your comment. Make your comment say cursed. 5-star with a comment cursed. Ox guys, what's good with y'all? Y'all almost like vanished. You know what I'm saying? We really showing love to the word of mouth guys nowadays. You know, Lo took off his. You didn't even want to show everybody the cut, man. Actually, we didn't do a podcast since you got a fresh cut, have you?
I got cut, yeah.
Oh man, just went downstairs. He was looking way too fresh for no reason. I said he probably going out on a date.
Man, I swear you be really pushing this friendship. I just don't get it. You be really pushing this friendship. That shit is just outrageous.
That's cool though. You just want to look right for the date. Isn't nothing wrong with that.
I don't think she watches this deep into the podcast.
She does.
I don't think she does, man.
She does. She plays it in her car when she's like going places or like in the background while she goes to sleep.
All right, so I can call her so we can get her and wrap this up.
Oh. All right, man. Lo has to check in his relationship. We'll catch you guys in the next podcast.
Yo,
hey, yo,
I
we
swear.
out. Next one, man. Get him out of here.